What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. My Hero Academia Season 4, Episode 11. I feel like we are flying through this season. I think we have just over 20 or so episodes. I mean, we're almost halfway. Um, I feel like we're flying through, but I also feel like nothing has really happened. That makes sense. I've been seeing a lot of complaints and other reactors' comments and on Twitter and kind of stuff that we feel like this arc and kind of this season has been kind of drudging along. Like we've really been dragging our feet here with this whole kind of sting operation here. Which I guess, I mean, I feel like we kind of have as well, but I haven't been completely bothered by it. But I will say, I feel like we haven't. I also feel, and like maybe that's the direction we're going. We've been leaving a lot of, I guess, storylines and other characters kind of off to the side, kind of like feeling like a Naruto Shippuden type vibe, where like characters that were so prominent in the first couple seasons, or in the first half, Todoroki, Bakugo, um, and others are getting little to no, if any, screen time, and just characters in general. Even though, I mean, Kirishima got his, but even with Sue and Uraraka in the story plot, they're not really in it. Um, but we'll see what the arc has to offer. I mean, I've been hearing, even when season 3 ended, I had a lot of people tell me, like, get ready for season 4, like, it really goes down. I do like Overhaul as a villain, and also because what he's trying to do could be so detrimental to um, heroes in the hero society if he can completely erase quirks, not just for a day or a couple hours, but if he could somehow permanently erase them without them coming back, which sadly I think is what's going to happen to Mirio, unfortunately. Because I feel like either it's going to happen to Mirio first, or Mirio is going to die. One of the two. I've been saying that for a while, and I still kind of believe that. Um, I just want to see like the stakes kind of get raised, and I feel like you can raise the stakes if you. Well, Mirio's not going to die. Let's be honest here. I had a big debate about this, I think, a couple videos ago, and a lot of people have been kind of saying the same thing. But I would like to see the heroes lose, you know, and not always win. And I had a lot of people come back and say, um, it wouldn't be good if like the heroes lost, you know. I don't. What was the exact comment that it was? Um, I think the comment was along the line like they're heroes, you know, they're always supposed to win and come out on top, which is fine if that's the direction my hero wants to go, but it just comes predictable after a while, you know, like it doesn't matter what threat hits the scene, if it's Sue fighting it, if it's Endeavor fighting, if it's Deku, if it's Kaminari, if it's whoever, and it looks like their back's against the wall or whatever might happen. I'm never going to take the threat of the moment of the episode serious because like people have said, they're heroes. They're always going to win. So it's kind of hard to like take. You need to up the ante, you know, up the threat level. And I think we've had people die, but it's been fodder people, characters that you know, you wouldn't notice if they were dead or not. I think somebody told me we've had 4 deaths in all the 4 seasons, and of the 4, they weren't anybody kind of important to the story or anybody you would kind of notice. Um, and there's been things where I thought they were for sure deaths, and we find out that they're alive. Biggest example when Best Jeanist got a basketball-sized hole put through his um, uh, stomach cavity, and just things like that. So I don't think I think I kind of get the theme by now, and I don't think that um, My Hero Academia is going to kill people if any. But I think their way of kind of upping the stakes here and kind of, I guess, making you feel emotionally attached will be if some of our characters permanently lose their quirks. Because I don't see them killing, but if they start doing that, that could be huge. We know Deku's not going to lose his. Like, let's just get that out the way. But if a Mirio was to, um, imagine if Kirishima lost his. You know, after all the screen times he's gotten, um, it could just it could be a lot. Tamaki and some of the others, it could be really interesting if they decide to go that route. Um, And then there was a big debate I saw in a lot of reactors comment sections, and I had a couple of it in mine as well. Are we taking Shigaraki at his word with what he said, or is that just a front that he's put on? It looked like it was kind of split down the middle. People are saying Shigaraki has grown since season 1. Like, this is what All For One wanted him to become and grow, and he starts making the decisions, and like, the League of Villains is his now. He's going to decide what happens with it, and every time he needs to, start over, start over. So when we saw that cut flashback when he said, when Toga asked him, like, what are we to you, Shigaraki made the comment, like, um, my dreams are your dreams type thing. I'm doing this for us. And that hit hard with them. Like, it made them want to fight for him. But then the question becomes, I saw a lot of rebuttal. What if their dreams aren't his dreams? What if they conflict with his dreams? Is he still doing it for them? If there comes a turning point where like their dreams don't align with his, or I guess the other way around, his dreams don't align with theirs, does he still support them, still fight for them, do things for them, or would he kill them given any chance he could? I don't believe him at his word, but we can find out. We're gonna find out. It'll be interesting to see which direction that goes as well. So I think that's all we kind of wanted to discuss video wise. Let me scroll through. I want to make sure we don't forget anything. I have the video right here on my phone. Let me just make sure that there weren't any comments that we forgot to cover. I think that was for the most part though. Let's see what we got here. Talking about, yeah, Shigaraki. You guys letting me know the clones that Twice makes are just as strong as the originals. They're just not as durable. Yeah, asking, do we believe in Shigaraki or not? Toga is meant to be illustrated as her actually being naked. That's just kind of how they animated with the anime. Oh, and like I would hope that this was a big thing that I guess I brought up. I would hope that Overhaul is smart enough to know that we're just not fully trusting the League, right? I'm hoping, this is what I'm hoping. I don't know, maybe he is just, your regular anime thug villain type person, but I'm hoping that we're elevating here with the writing, that he's just not going to fully trust Toga and Twice and whoever else he might get his hands on, because you saw that the Shigaraki, he wanted to tear the Hasaikai and Overhaul down from the inside out. Find out all the information you can, tear them down, make them turn against each other, whatever you can do. And I would hope that Overhaul is, I'm hoping we're getting to a level of villain that would be smart enough to recognize that. Yes, he gave them to me, but you've always, keep them at a distance. Know that at any point they're going to turn on you if given the chance. And I had people ask, like, why would I put Overhaul on that level or on that pedestal of being like a higher villain or smarter or intelligent? I don't know if he is. I would just hope that he would be for story purposes. I don't want it to get to the end where like he's this close to maybe taking away Mirio's quirk or taking away Deku or Aizawa or whoever it might be. And at the very end, Toga betrays him or Twice betrays him. He's like, I can't believe you would do that to me. Like, I thought we were working together. Like, I don't need that classic kind of, how it goes. Like, I can't believe you would do that. How the classic movie and anime stuff. So I'm hoping that Overhaul would be above that. Like, use them, but don't stake your whole entire operation on them. Yeah, every time you guys tell me there's an after credit scene, we haven't had an after credit scene since episode 2. And I think that was all that we wanted to talk about. And yeah, I was just hopeful. I was just a lot hopeful for I was hoping that the 8 expendable bullets or whatever were going to be stronger than they are, but like I said, the heroes always win. So it's like every fight I see, like I take it with a grain of salt. But I think that was about it. Yeah, we've been talking for 9 or so minutes. Let's go ahead and get this started. We're starting at the very beginning because it looks like we have a cold opening here. So if there's anything else we need to discuss, we'll talk about it as the opening's going on. But we're starting at the very beginning of episode 11. Pressing play right now. Not like the incomplete drug that only took a day or two to recover. We can completely annihilate someone's quirk. It will take too much time and money. Taking a month to make enough for 5 bullets? Wow. Yeah, this is what I figured. And there we go. Yeah, so that's what I was hoping for. Because if we're not going to go the death route, up the level of stakes for me. But I wonder how many people they let, how many they actually have access to. Like, is it just those 5 bullets? He said it takes them over a month just to create 5 bullets. I wonder what all goes into it. He says they can't do it because of they're just doing it by themselves and they lack the money and kind of the technology, the technological resources. I wonder what like kind of strain that puts on Erie. Um, or if they have what they need, they just need the money and the resources. Or does she like I don't know if they've extracted everything from her that they need. Um, and all they need is kind of the means to do it. Or like it I'm sure it takes a toll on her as well. But he said this isn't the incomplete drug that you can recover your quirk from in a day or two. He said it will completely annihilate somebody's quirk. I think it would be wild if some of the students and characters that we know just permanently lost their quirk. Like it sucks, but like you want to really like level up this story this season right here. Mirio and Aizawa, people that have like we've been with and have oof, that could hit hard. Then also I thought she got her hands on Aizawa's blood. I know she didn't get the knives, but doesn't she just need to ingest it? And then my question is, when she ingests it, um, does the quirk instantly take effect, or can she wait, or how does that work? Like, can she ingest it and like hold it for standby when she wants to use it, or as soon as she ingests it, she instantly transforms? Oh, Toga, shut up. Please don't make that mistake again. Those are the 8 bullets. A couple of them we haven't seen yet. Yeah, I would hope even this interaction here, Overhaul knows, like, don't trust them. Don't put your whole operations in their. Oh, they're measuring tapes. And these exact details, too. The only is the durability. Up to 2 things of a time. The second thing's durability will be worse. Personal reasons, I will not make a double of myself. Oh, well, that was easy information. If I drink someone's blood, I can turn into them. The amount I have turns into energy. So the time I can stay transformed. Okay. 1 cup lets me transform for about a day. I'll drink a lot different people's blood, then I can turn into each of them. My clothes transform with me. They overlap with whatever clothes I'm wearing, though. I have to get naked first, and it's embarrassing. Oh, why'd you say it? So they have somebody's quirk that can force people to speak. Did you hear anything from Shigaraki about betrayal? How are they able to? How were they able to disobey that question? Huh. He was able to force them to tell them his quirks, but he wasn't able to speak of what Shigaraki said about Trail. Alright, it's good to see the Overhaul's kind of dotted his I's and crossed his T's with these two. So that dude's got some kind of forceful truth serum quirk. This has got to be his last little effort here. My dude's about tapped out. I want to go back and look at the explanation of Toga's quirk again. He's actually losing it. Got him. Bye. Oop. Got his ass. Oh fuck, here it comes. Here it comes. My favorite character's about to lose his quirk. Hmm. Oh hell, here it comes. He's about to lose his quirk forever. Don't do it. Whoa. This has got to be the other one's quirk. Damn, made my man dizzy. Oh no, this is one of the bullets. Okay. It's like the more he gets drunk, the more he can put whatever's happening to him. Please tell me that's a regular gun. Dang, this dude's got some forceful truth serum quirk. Damn, that's kind of useful. Quirk confession. He can force people to tell the truth if he asks them a question. Occasionally, he can even drag out truths the person talk to you doesn't know about. Quirk sloshed. He makes those around him lose their sense of equilibrium. How come Toga and Twice didn't say anything about betrayal then? Maybe they didn't. It wasn't the direct words used. I don't know. Is there a way to deny that quirk at all? It didn't say he had to make eye contact or you had to hear his be in range to hear his voice. Damn. It looks like you just need to be within his range. And whatever that range might be, that's kind of clean. And it looks even cleaner with like the dark cape and the mask. Wake up, buddy. Ultimate move, nice. There's that imagery again. And have we confirmed it is actually his daughter? I'm figuring this will go the same way as all the other interactions have gone. It usually goes hero gets the upper hand. The 8 bullets show their ultimate moves and it looks like we're about to lose and then the hero does something again at the end. Or are they going to let my man Mirio Don't do it. Please don't. Don't shoot this man. Don't do it. Don't touch him either. That was so clean. Oh my god, that was clean. Oh my god. He permeated through Erie's head and kicked the dude. Please don't die. Don't get touched. Don't get shot. The episode is titled his name. Oh, brother. Something's gonna happen. It's titled his name. He's definitely dying and or losing his quirk forever. Bro, just start running. Get the fuck out of there. Oh god. He's breaking out in hives from his own blood. Why is that? Don't attack. Mirio, get the... It's not his... His power lets him disassemble and restore things. Bro, move. You gotta just put her back together. If I put her back right away, I can revive her. Keep her in shape, I could put her back the way she was. You should already know that firsthand. Damn. Wow, what a fucking animation shot that was. So he did say if I get to her quick enough I can put her back together. It doesn't matter if you sealed off his escape. I guess true because he could just oh no. So he's saying he can't slip through that and protect her at the same time because I was about to say cuz shouldn't he What's his quirk? What's his quirk? He said he Ooh, you lucky botch. Don't let him. That's so fluffin' clean. I feel like I'm watching Obito fight all over again. This is not going to go good. Oh my god, he's fighting his ass off right now. If he gets touched, it's fucking over. He's gonna chop your fucking head off with that ground. This is not gonna go this smoothly. Oh god. We need backup. I'm nervous. I feel like I'm looking at Kakashi. Like, are we ever gonna see this man's face? And now we're getting an overhaul flashback. He's about to fucking level up right here. Oh no. Is it because his equilibrium was fluffed up that, like, he can't knock these people out? If he misses his shot, he could hit overhaul. Aim at the girl. Oh shit. And he has to solidify to grab her. Oh, it's over. I knew this was coming like 10 episodes ago, and I'm still not ready for it. He has to solidify to grab her. And I think he doesn't even know that what's in that bullet either, that he's going to take the bullet. Fuck. Did that just end? No. Oh, shit. It's over. Oh, damn it. Even his dad has the same eyes. Just like that. Pretty much the #1 hero. Or the in line to be whatever you want to rank him in Endeavor, 1 or 2, whatever you want to do. But just like that, he's done. Now he's literally just stuck there. He can't get out. He can't protect. Fuck. He's still fighting. Don't tell me he's gonna die too. You can't permeate through that. He's just fighting off of just pure fight. He has no quirk, but he's just still going. Damn it. The fact that there's no coming back. Damn it. We knew this was coming, and it still sucks. Alright, let's scroll to the end, see if there's an after credit. Oh, it looks like there is an after credit. Maybe. Is there an after credit? It looks like there is one, but I'm not seeing it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, it looks like we might have one. Let's see. I skipped forward. I'll let you guys know where the time is. God, that sucks. We're about at the 22:40 mark. Is this a preview or is this an actual end credit? It's actual end credit. Okay, so we're at the 22:44. 22:44 for the post credit. Pressing play right now. Not only is his key quirkless, I think he's dead. I don't think he's. I think people end up showing up. Deku. Yeah, we knew he wasn't gonna kill him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, whoa, 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 there, brother. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let's just get out the way. I don't think we're gonna have deaths in My Hero Academia. Like that would have been that would have hit so hard, like right in the feels, had he died right there. But I think we can take it off the board. I don't think anybody's gonna die. I wouldn't be surprised if All Might somehow changes his future from what Night Eye possibly saw. But yeah, I think we can just take that off the board. I don't think anybody's going to die in this show. But another way to kind of make it hit harder is erasing quirks. Like we knew it was going to happen. The way that they had been building Mirio up this season, and when Tamaki had that flashback about Mirio was the reason he got to the point that he is, and it just sucks. Like why? You could have had it. I would have rather it been any other character but Mirio. Yes, I'm including Deku in that, Bakugo, like anybody else but that man. Oh man. I mean, he had the same background and everything as Deku did, not being quirkless, but just like nobody taking him serious and like working that hard. My man went from like a fluke to being some proclaimed him as the number one hero once All Might left the scene. Or at least one to be in consideration to be that while the man is a kid still in school, and it's over. And for story purpose, like I don't know how I'd feel about it. For story purposes, I think it hits harder if Mirio does in fact never get his quirk back for the rest of his life. Like that hits really hard. And it leaves a lasting impression because if down the line that we find out that Overhaul maybe made a mistake, he thought it was permanent, but there was a way to make it not permanent. And everybody that he maybe shot slowly starts getting their quirk back. It's like then we start getting into like Dragon Ball territory, and I love Dragon Ball, but where how like everything looks serious, but like it's not serious. It all gets like wished back, or like nobody really dies because they're always going to come back. So if we take that route here as well, I wouldn't mind it for Mirio because Mirio is my favorite character. And if you guys have watched me react to other things, my favorite kind of like mutation, um, two of my favorite like mutations, whether we're talking about like X-Men or any kind of like Jutsu or Naruto stuff, electricity and the permeation, being able to slip through like your own personal kind of portal time dimension. So like Obito is one of my favorite characters in like all of anime. Um, Regardless of what you think of Obito's storyline and how it ended and what he believed in and fought for, that's another video for another discussion. But Obito just his ability, and then Mirio. As soon as I saw that ability, he instantly shot to the top of my list. Um, I think I have it ranked probably him, Todoroki, then Endeavor, kind of in that order. Um, so I would love, as a fan, if somehow we find out that the bullet is maybe incomplete or there's a way to undo what was done. But I feel like if you want to have some threats on the board, it needs to be made that. And my man was actually going off. Oh man, taking on what, 4 villains at once? And as soon as the episode started, um, you knew what was gonna happen. And if you didn't know what was gonna happen, as soon as they showed us the title of the episode, you should have known what was gonna happen. And I saw it coming into play. I'm like, that guy's not gonna take the chance of shooting Overhaul and missing and shooting Overhaul. So what's the next best thing he can do? Aim the gun at Eerie. And we know Mirio, being the hero that he is, he'll take the bullet for her. Not only would he take the bullet for her, he would have to take the bullet for her, because if he let it slip through, it would hit her. And again, like, I don't know if Mirio if he knew, if maybe he thought it was a regular gun. He maybe not have even known what was going on. But maybe hindsight's 20/20. If he knew, I don't think he would have taken that chance, because he knows it's the girl, like it's her quirk that's being used. Would he have let it slip through and hit her to eliminate the threat? Like, still keep her alive, maybe hits her in the arm or hits her in the shoulder, but like just to erase that quirk from her. But then, like, he's not gonna let a little girl, get her quirk erased for the rest of her life. There's just him going in there by himself. There was nothing he could do. He had to do it. He had to do it all. I was kind of confused there when he said that he had closed off his exits. Do we know if he's kind of like a oh god, what's the mutant's name from X-Men? Not Nightshade, Nighthawk. You guys know who I'm talking about. The one that can disappear and vanish and appear wherever he wants. But we know, like, he can touch people and they'll be affected by his mutation. So like, I could get from this side of the room to the other just by disappearing and showing up. But if I grabbed your hand, my mutation would also take effect on you, and you and me both could go from point A to point B. I don't think we've ever seen it, but we also have never been in a position to see it, because every time we see Mirio, he's fighting against others. He's never tried to, like, move somebody with him or protect. Does his permeation go to others if he's touching them? I want to say no. And I guess what we saw here, it's definitely got to be no, because if it was a yes, Overhaul wouldn't have been able to close off his exits, because he could have just grabbed Eerie, turned around, and ran, and they both could have slipped through things. And in this instance, he could have gotten to Eerie, touched her, and let the bullet fly through her. So I don't think he has that ability to put the permeation on others. Granted, he doesn't have that ability to do it at all anymore. Sucks. Oh, that sucks. I definitely I want to go back and look at that Toga explanation on what her quirk was, because I had some questions about her quirk. I'm gonna go back and look at that real quick, and then we'll talk about some more of the episode. And then before we get to it, is it because maybe Shigaraki didn't use the exact word betrayal? Is that why they were able to answer no? Because it looks like he makes people confess. So if he had used, maybe asks the question in a different way, would they have said, like, yeah, Shigaraki wants us to do this, this, and this, we're loyal to him, type stuff. Either way, I'm glad that Overhaul seems to be kind of conscious of the situation, that these guys hate us, we can't trust them, and it's going to take a while to ever trust them. But let's go ahead and look at what her quirk is here. If I drink someone's blood, I can turn into them. The amount I have turns into energy, so the time I can stay transformed is proportional to the amount I ingest, okay? And once that meter runs out, it's over. What's the minimum? 1 cup lets me transform for about a day. What's the minimum she needs? Like, if she just gets a drop, how long can that get her? 5 minutes? If I drank a lot of different people's bloods at once, this was my question. Like, can she flip through what she has ingested? Then I can turn into each of them. She can. So, like we saw, like she didn't get that much blood from Rocklock, and she was able to transform into him. Um, like we don't know. We know she doesn't get the knife, but all she had to do was just get a little bit of Aizawa's blood, and that could be huge as far as like deception. If used in the right moment, my clothes transform with me. And then she talks about getting naked, and it's embarrassing. I wonder how she goes about kind of transforming in and on. How does she know when to turn it on, turn it off? Um, but yeah, it's just it just sucks and it's unfortunate. Again, like I said, I wish it would have been anybody else but Mirio. He's been my favorite character since we got introduced. And this is the first time we've seen him go against Class 1A, but we knew he was on a different level than them. Um, I mean, he could. You don't want to start like comparing things. Because again, like you could say he could go up against Nomus and stuff like that, but does he pack enough? Does he pack enough of a punch to take out a Nomu or like a Musculaire or being able to slip through anything All for One might be? That might be outlandish to start comparing him in fights to those. But I would like to see it, and I like his chances. I think I like his chances against any villain, All for One, a Nomu, um, any villain we've been introduced to. I like his chances second behind All Might and maybe third behind Endeavor. But he's up there. Just the ability to not get touched. And I don't know if there's a restriction or cooldown on it. And if we've gotten that explanation, I missed it. He did reveal his quirk, and I don't remember there ever being a cooldown or kind of anything like that. Um, but man, R.I.P. to that man Mirio. I mean, he's not dead. But the person that he is, the life that he's built for himself, and what he's put himself, the level he's put himself on is no more. Um, I don't know what to compare it to in the real life because the stakes aren't even that high, but being like the best athlete at such a young age in any given sport and something catastrophic happening and you never ever being able to do that again. Just compared to being the best at anything and being young and being the best. Like, it didn't take you 50 years to conduct your craft. You're not on a Netero grind where you had to spend years, practicing out in the wilderness. Like, my man worked hard and he's young and he's at the top of the top at his craft and it's over. And at least from what we've been introduced to, it's as of right now, it's never coming back, and that sucks. Oh man, that sucks. As soon as I saw how that layout was about to go, oh god. I mean, we knew it was going to happen. The Tamaki episode, Mirio taking off in front of everybody else, going off on his own. They were setting up for him. I mean, they gave us the lob, We were just waiting for the slam dunk, and I knew it was going to happen, and it still sucked when it happened because I thought like maybe he gets out of this. Because I mean, he was dotting. My man was actually moving there. Um, and honestly, any other bullet in that gun, I think he comes out of there alive. Quirk and Eerie in hand. Um, and unfortunately, there was a 0.1% thing that could have been in that gun, or that could have been any weapon. Um, erasing his quirk, which seems to be forever, and that led to his downfall. Um, the thing is, like, we kind of knew, not kind of, we did know that this was at their disposal. Um, so I don't know if there could have been countermeasures or a way that this could have been prevented or blocked or what have you, because Tamaki, this happened to Tamaki before this sting operation happened. So they were aware of, like, hey, they are armed with these things. You have to be on the lookout. But I mean, you're in the heat of the moment. They fired real guns. How are you supposed to know? Like, it's just a lot. But if that's the last we see of him, my man was a great character. I mean, I'm sure he'll be around in the story, and like he was still going off just in hand-to-hand combat. He was going off. Um, but it's wild. Overhaul versus Mirio was great. Um, that's the first time we've seen him in action, like actually in action. We've seen him fight against students, but actual villains, life on the line, having to put in that work. And it was cool to see Overhaul. We've never seen him use his abilities not on a human body, but being able to. And you know what was wild was the way that he was able to destroy the surroundings and then put it back differently than it was constructed beforehand. Because we haven't seen him. Well, no, they did say that the humans he put back together were disease free, cavity free, any kind of sickness. So he did change their actual physiological makeup. So I guess him being able to turn kind of the rubble into spikes, I guess, yeah, I guess when you really think about it, that's just the first time we've seen him kind of use that application. Um, so it's pretty wild, but I mean, I could go on for another 10 minutes or so. We're already at a 50-minute video, but we'll just kind of leave it there. RIP to that man, Mirio. He's gonna be like an All Might now. Like it's like, oh hey, there's a Mirio sighting. Yeah, that was fun to have him in that episode, but it's not really the same. Just like with All Might, it's like, oh, there's All Might. Let's see what he's got to say. Good to see you're still living, but it's not. It's not. I mean, I hope there's a way to bring it back, but I feel like for the sake of the anime, it needs to not be able to come back, and we'll see what the story has to hold. So we'll be on episode 12. I want to say there is 24 episodes, so we'll be halfway with next Saturday's episode. If anything comes up and you guys know they're going to be taking Saturdays off, any kind of like celebrations that they have coming up or anything like that, keep me in the loop and let me know. Um, but we'll go from there. This will go up on Saturday. Big discussion video with Hunter x Hunter episode 127 that's coming out on Monday. I think I had like a 20-minute discussion recapping everything from 125 and 126 before the video started. And then just a lot to discuss. Yeah, I think Monday's video is an hour long, episode 126. So if you like discussions and questions and pre-commentary and post-commentary, definitely be a good video. And if you're just here for the My Hero Academia, I will see you next Saturday, same time, same place. Let's just take a moment for that man Mirio. It's unfortunate, it sucks, but it is what it is. Let me know your thoughts. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,